Somebody has to feed him.
Today I'm way back in the San Gabriels to show you a Depression-era mine and an ultra-rare mining artifact that was left behind.
Every time I think I'm gonna wake up black in the jungle.
Here's a little history of this area. In the mid-1800s, after the Mexican-American War, the United States purchased Alta California from Mexico. All of the Mexicans who lived here instantly became dual citizens of both countries, but many weren't happy with the outcome of the war. Enter Tiburcio Vasquez, murderer, horse thief, stagecoach robber, and one of America's most wanted outlaws. One of his many hideouts is now known as Vasquez Rocks, on the western side of the San Gabriels. Another was located about a mile from here, where one of his men, Jose Gonzalez, kept stolen horses. The story goes that one day Jose was attacked by a grizzly bear somewhere in this area. Supposedly he fought and killed the bear, armed only with a knife. After that he gained the nickname Chelea, which roughly translated means badass. Eventually the name evolved into Chileo, which is the current name of the surrounding area. Vasquez was eventually caught near modern-day Monterey Park and hung in 1875. 13 years later, a settler named Louis Newcomb settled nearby. He was the first ranger in the San Gabriel Forest Reserve and built the first ranger station in this range, the second in the United States. The cabin was located on the west fork of the San Gabriel River near Shortcut Canyon, built in 1900 at a cost of $75. That cabin was later moved and restored in 1983 to the Chileo Visitor Center just a few miles from here. Here's what it looks like today. One of the ways I find these old sites is by following the artifacts that wash down from them. The still photos were taken about 7 years ago. Most of those items have been buried or washed further down the gully since then. After a bit of bushwhacking, I'll cut up a second gully, again following the artifacts. Here it is. A workshop built sometime between 1900 and the 1920s. Inside is something you won't find anywhere else in this mountain range. An Ingersoll Rand air compressor on wheels, used to power drills and possibly jackhammers in the mine. This location is so secret that even the local rangers aren't aware it's here. This compressor was probably used to power jackhammers used in the mine. The biggest question is how it got here. There were no roads to this mine, so it must have been winched down the steep mountainside behind it. Notice how the gutter drains into the workshop instead of out. The water may have been used for the compressor's radiator or possibly to collect drinking water. This was an unsuccessful molybdenum mining operation that began around 1900. The shed and compressor came much later. About 800 feet above this mine, there was another adit that was sealed in the 1950s. The original partners were Bell and Hartman, but ownership changed several times. One notable miner was Charlie Chantry, who later homesteaded an area called Poison Oak Flat, now known as Chantry Flat. The last known owner was a man by the name of Boatwright. Now let's go check out the mine. When I looked in my backpack, I realized I had forgotten my flashlight, so I'll have to do this in the dark. This mine is fairly shallow, about 60 feet deep, but there's something rare in here. Those are rarely seen wooden ore cart rails that once went all the way to the back. These were preferred by miners in remote locations for their lightweight and low cost. Here's what they were looking for. Molybdenum, used in steel alloys, including high-strength alloys such as stainless steel. Not as valuable as gold or silver, but always in demand. Here's some photos I took on a previous trip. Notice the metal strips and the rubber hosing. The hosing would have been attached to the compressor. The strips were attached to the top of the wooden rails. I've only seen these wooden rails in one other mine, the Kelsey Silver Mine near San Gabriel Canyon. Somehow, these rails survived underwater for nearly 150 years. That's it for the Bell Hartman mine. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time.